They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. The reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. On second down, here's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Carr now to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught. Pulled in at the 24. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. First possession resulted in a punt. What does Mr. Davis predict for possession number 2? I'm looking forward to seeing what they had down on their play sheet, because most teams start with that script, that so-called script, about things they want to do. Some of those plays are used to probe, and some of those plays are used to attack. I think they're going to try to attack on this possession. All right, let's see what happens. Will they attack? And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago. Love my confidence, is there? When you played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again. Throwing now is Carr. Here's Walford over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense. Dontari Poe emerged on the scene fast as a young player and continues to make big plays at defensive tackle. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Hey, we go rally. We ready?
Throwing his Carr on third down. Looking for someone to throw to. Still back there. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
All right, here we go. Red 18.
They'll run. It's Washington. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker. Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense,
and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
Play clock winding down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. The play fake. He'll look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. And taken right at the 35. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense ready to take over again. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. Now Carr throwing on second down. Caught left side to Crabtree. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Carl try it again on 2nd down. He's got time. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Here's Murray. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
Well, after last week, where he kept finding the end zone, what do you have, 2 touchdown runs?
Yep.
He's got to be just a tad frustrated here. Close, but he hasn't gotten in.
Well, maybe they give him another shot. We'll see.
Well, I would think so. I think he's built up that type of equity, but the guys on the other side of the ball know it too.
All right, here we go.
Carr keeps it on the sneak, and he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here, Mike King.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Derek Carr, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. Ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And a look now at the starting defense.
Dan Williams might as well change his name officially to Big Dan Williams. A monster in the middle, holds down the run game against any team.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Set, 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Now let's go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. Here we go with Jamal Charles. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a KC first down.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And that'll make it 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end down, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. It's caught. Jones. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Well, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Caught on the right side by Jones. And all the way in for the touchdown. Julio Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Harris has it over the middle. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They try the corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on a defensive back because if you get any faker move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline.
They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. The lone receiver right is Cooper. Now a play fake here on 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. Past the 20. Touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now here comes Kansas City. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Again, we'll see the pistol here. This is Coleman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. A run. It's Murray. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll go for it. It's Carr. It finds Crabtree for the completion. 26 yards on the play there. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Now Carr. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Julio Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out come the Chiefs now. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here now the offense heading back out there. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Carl try it again on 2nd down. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's got time in the pocket. Going up top. And that is caught. What a catch at the 3-yard line. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Julio Jones as the first half is winding down. And this offense continues to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. So here we go, first and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Coleman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. They come up in an offset eye. Now Jamal Charles on 3rd down. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Harris. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
10 yards on the pickup there. And that'll give them a first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Carr hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it's good enough for a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. The guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Derek Carr with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And quickly they get to the line. They'll set up to throw, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Now that's good.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Screen pass to Charles. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. No, check. Patriot.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. And now they're in the hurry-up.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Leopard. Here we go now. 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Terrence Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs gain a bit of respectability. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football.
And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Jay Howard in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr finding time. Over the middle, Cooper with it. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Surveying the field. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And now here comes Kansas City. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56 now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They're set up to throw.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Harris has it over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He's got time. And now a loose football. The ball comes out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Terrence Williams with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Hans team able to secure the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second down now after the pass completion. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. That was second down run for Murray. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. A couple of cheats there to bring him down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
All right, here we go. 5 and 8. All right, here we go. 5 and 8.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. It's caught. Jones. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Oh, baby, alert, alert.
Murray, the lone setback.
All right, here we go.
And he'll get it up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Now a play fake. Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw here. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Corey Graham. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Carl try it again on 2nd down. Completes it right side to Cooper. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Throwing his car on 3rd down. That is taken down. A Chiefs sack. Dontari Poe. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Marquette King now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of it.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And the lead is down to 20. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
On play action, it's Carr. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. He'll return it from the 6. Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by David Amerson. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They go play action here on first down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. DeAndre Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that stretches the lead to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. One receiver left, 3 to the right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The ball comes out. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
We ready? Wide at the 8. Wide at the 8. Hey, we're going to rally. Rally.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And it's second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Oh, baby, alert. Alert. All right, here we go.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. He's got time in the pocket. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Hey, we're going to rally. Rally. We ready.
From the gun now on third down. Carr trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They go back to the air here after the INT. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Second down here after the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll look to throw again. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And they're going to speed things up here.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And on 2nd and 10 now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go. Here we go now. Green, 39.
He'll try again with the arm here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
No. Check. Patriot.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find Harris, complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And that's what you got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Again, he'll drop to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here we go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those...